Good morning, gamers. Welcome back. I am the AMDM Lee. I am out of focus. This is my coffee, and you're watching How Do You Want to Brew This? Alright, that is hot. So, today I'm going to talk about, on this How to Brew This, I'm not going to talk about how to brew up monsters and villains and classes and things like that. I'm going to talk about terrain. And your tabletop stuff. Now, I have, over the years, accumulated a few little items here and there besides the miniatures. I've accumulated things like this little hobo tower looking thing. This derelict tree. And this is just one of many of the pieces I have. It's just a corridor, a cavern corridor. And I have other things, like, this is my DM screen. This is what I use as a DM screen. I've got my dice in the back there. So I get things like this. And I'm sure in the beginning you've seen one of my images you've seen this one. And you've seen my other dice tray. So these things I made them all. And the only reason I was able to make them is for one set of videos I was looking at how to get terrain cheap and Dragon Forge and all that. And I came across a guy had this little wacky little video named Scotty. This was a couple of years ago. And he was building a barn out of cardboard and hot glue. All of these pieces, it's cardboard. It's literally cardboard and hot glue with a little bit of Walmart 50-cent, 25-cent paints from craft paints. They're all just cardboard pieces. It's a toilet paper roll that I twisted up. I think it was toilet paper roll. Threw some cardboard in it, slapped a few things of paint. Now this one is not cardboard. The top of it is. This is actually, if I can get it open, this was a jalapeno jar. Oh nope. I glued the lid on the top of that. Yeah, that's all Sculpey around it. And I just sculpted up, cooked it, painted it. Sculpey or an air, you could use an air dry clay and do the same thing. But it made an excellent tower, if I do say so myself. So the video is just me talking about these crafters. There's so much. I'm out of focus. It must require coffee. Oh, that was cool. So the printing up the sheets for the map there, that works. Now, Raphael, I know I'm pointing this out. And I'm not saying that. I do that. I do that a lot. But even with the printed sheets, every now and then, your players are going to flip when you lay something on the table they can physically touch in 3 dimensions. It's just like having a mini there. You can have a chit there or something else. But if they can pick something up, this is something I got out of a crate. They can pick something up and look at it and flip it over and examine it and go, oh, wow. That is something cool. It is an experience as a DM that I love. I'll have to hunt this down. I'm out of focus. I did an adventure where they were fighting on the inside of a pyramid, where each side of the pyramid was had its own gravity facing, and I built this giant D4 with the flaps that laid down so that they would be forced, so they would actually have a tactical terrain to move on. It was very cool. But there's people like GM Scotty. GM Scotty is excellent. He is we call him the craft godfather. The godfather of D&D crafting. There's DM Scotty. There's Wyloch Armory. There is Black Magic Crafts. There is Miniature Mashup. There are a lot of these guys out there, and some of them have some of them have techniques that are, for me, they went even farther into the crafting. I'm still doing just a little bit of stuff here and there. The game itself is my hobby, not the crafting part. But some of this gets even more in depth, and it's awesome. I mean, if I can do this out of a piece of cardboard, and then have your miniatures fight in combat in that, it can bring a whole realm of extra to your game. It's just something to think about. And cardboard, you can find that pretty much anywhere. And most of it's hot glue and really, really cheap paints. Like, the stuff I'm using is super cheap paint. Alright, I guess that's all I'm going to talk about today, guys. If you like these videos, please click on the like button. And I'm going to put a link in somewhere to DM Scotty's page, because he is awesome. And that's where I picked up my miniature terrain stuff. I built rocks, I built trees, I built walls. I've got some that are more modularized, which I'm working towards. I started with like scenes, and now I'm working towards modular stuff. But I realized for me, the modular stuff isn't. Scenes are the way I like to go. Theater of the mind for most of it, and then boom, scenes for the combat. Alright, again, that's all I got. So, if you like these videos, please click on the like button. If you think someone else would like them, please click on the share button. Every like's an inspiration, every share is an advantage, and every subscription is an experience point. Help me gain 300 experience points and get to second level. And as always, the AMDM does hereby authorize you, the viewer, to have 10 experience points for a video that you share. Just tell your DM the AMDM said so. Alright, now go forth and roll some dice.